Yeah, we are.
Okay.
Red light.
Okay, red light means good guy. Wait.
Welcome to this shit show.
That is one big pile of shit.
I'm a bear.
Look, I'm sorry about that little show back there.
Well, so long as we've got some time to kill, I think I'll have a beer.
I need to sit right there.
I need a beer.
What the fuck are we doing here?
Well, it is 10:02, 10:01
In the morning, which
in the
is
morning.
crazy.
Cracked my second beer.
Alcoholic much?
I'm doing a case swap today on the computer that started this channel, that edited every single video up until Christmas 2025.
I feel like this channel just keeps getting more and more and more
Ridiculous.
expensive.
Yeah, dude,
And we're not fucking making nothing.
This was a big purchase. This right here is the Haven HS420, as you can tell by the title of the...
Your address.
So, this case is really cool. I saw it from a Jay's 2 cents video like a year ago or something. So this case isn't new. It's not like a new case that just came out. But I really like it. It has a lot of features and upgrades that you can do with it. This is the horizontal GPU mount version. They do make a vertical mount GPU version that is more expensive. This retails for $229.99. So what is nice is they give you a little start here. Haven postcard here.
You can read it?
No.
That sign can't stop me because I can't read.
Motherfucker out of
This
the
is
case.
a motherboard hard drive installation pack. This one's for SSD installation screws. Come here.
Ow! Fuck. That hurt. Ow!
Oh, that's dense. That's a thick boy. Like the bottom. There you go. Da-da-da. What the fuck, bro? You got a handle.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Wow.
If you guys want a more in-depth view of this, check out Gamers Nexus or Jay's 2 cents. They both have videos on this case. This is where I got it, or the reason why I got it, because they did a great job on it. Damn.
Is this bitch gonna fit on your desk, bruh?
Let's see. I want to try and do a comparison. You versus the dude she tells you not to worry about.
Yes, it's a big bitch. That's a big girl.
It fits a plethora of fans, dude. I have 8 fans going into this. 3 on the bottom, 3 on the top, which will go into more, obviously, closer up. 3 on the bottom, 3 on the top, 2 on the back, and these SSD, or not even, they're SSD or spinning drive cages back. Trays back here.
Here, I got this. I got this.
Yeah, these trays right here, you can actually pull out, and you can actually put another 3 fans back there, I believe. Do 120 or 140 mil fans. They do come with adapters to do the 120 mils. I'm doing 140 mil fans. I wasn't gonna go with Corsair fans, which I might as well talk about that real quick. I was gonna do Corsair fans, but
He's a broke bitch.
I am a broke bitch.
I know math is hard. Like, if you're a broke boy, just say so. Anyway.
It would have been like $400 some for just fans alone. And
So he bought these.
I wasn't sure. Yeah. And that's also kind of why I didn't want to go with Corsair, because I wasn't sure exactly how this works. I've never experienced reverse fans before. I don't know if you have. I've never.
So I did a lot of looking into the reverse fans. I'll keep this short and sweet.
Yeah.
So the way the reverse fans work is, I'll explain this to you. They never made them before because everything wasn't RGB'd out
Right.
like it is nowadays.
Right.
Right. So this is the side of the fan you want to see. Right. You don't want to see this side.
Right.
So back in the day when fans were all black or even just RGB, all you had to do is flip it around to change the direction. Well, now everybody wants to see their colors. They want to see all these things
Without seeing the brackets.
without
supporting
seeing
everything.
this bracket shit.
Yeah.
It's clean. You just see the fan. So the ones that are reversed, all they did was they kept this the same. They just changed the direction of the blades for which way the air flows.
Right.
Wow, fancy case.
Yeah. So this was actually very hard to find.
Really?
Yeah. Very hard to find. Well, it's not terribly hard, but it was hard enough. So this is basically just a vape.
It's a vape.
That's literally what this is. Like, that's literally a vape tank.
It is.
Literally a vape tank.
Bro, you want to hit my vape, bro?
I mean, literally, I've had vapes that were almost this big
Oh yeah.
back in the day.
And now they're just this size.
And that's all it does. They have different settings, which is basically.
It's like bunghole.
Do you have any teepee? Teepee for my bunghole?
But yeah, so got this for a smoke test to see the actual air coolingness when I stream it up in here. You're blocking the fucking camera, bud.
Sorry.
Jesus. But yeah, when I
But you can't see nothing. The whole room's all smoky.
Well, yeah, right now it is, but the fans will pull it up and hopefully exhaust it out. We'll do a little demonstration.
Yeah.
Jay's 2 cents actually did that. That's where I got this idea from, so I'm copying Jay's 2 cents.
The box.
Yep, so that is a Smoke Ninja Pro 5, I think is what it's called. I am disassembling the old PC, and it turns out, we just found out that this is broken. Half broken. It kind of sticks on, but it kind of doesn't. There's still fucking dust in there, Jesus.
$180. That's the RX 140 fans.
So yeah, so that's broken, but it should still work enough. Man, there's still dust in there. This thing was so dusty. Oh my goodness, it was awful. Oh man, I'm disassembling the computer right now. I'm taking the processor out. Uh-oh, that wasn't good.
What? Oh!
Oh!
That's not supposed to happen.
Alright, so that case is now officially retired.
Spy run. If you fuck it up. Did it just split in half?
Just delidded it.
No way.
Yep.
So it's cooked.
Yep. Well, yeah.
Yep. Fuck. Best Buy!
They don't sell this processor anymore. Repaste your CPU often, kids. Don't wait fucking 8 years or whatever, however long it's been. Long story short, delidded my CPU and broke it more than just actually delidding it professionally, if you were. So, got the cooler off, or got the fan off, went to take the cooler off, and it pulled the CPU out, which isn't good. Good. I'm saying great. It isn't good, but everything, like the pins look fine, whatever. Went to try and take it off the actual heatsink itself, the CPU off the heatsink, and it's stuck, so I was prying on it just a little bit, just trying to loosen up that thermal paste because it's from like 8 years ago, and ended up delidding the CPU without doing it properly, and it broke, and yeah. So we're on our way to Micro Center, which is about an hour away. I don't have maps pulled up because I know where it is. All right, guys, I'm back. Chip is gone. He had to go pick up his daughter from his parents' house, but I'm back with some new product. I got a new power supply for one, which Seasonic GX 850, but it is an 850 compared to 650, so 200 watts more, 120 bucks, fully modular as well. And I picked up a Ryzen 7 5800 XT. Basically, it's close enough to the same thing. I could have gotten a Ryzen 9 and went 16 core, 32 thread, but it was 100 bucks more. This was only 200 bucks. The Ryzen 9 was 300. This came with a cooler, the Ryzen 9 didn't. There we go. Cool. Got some cabling in there we'll take a gander at. But nice, brand new. It's got thermal paste beads on it, but I'm gonna wipe that off and use some KPX on there, obviously, but never have bought Seasonic before. But it looks like a pretty decent power supply. For what I need, it's fine. It's nice and light, actually, which is cool. I mean, it's got enough weight to it where it still feels like a good build quality, but definitely feels a lot lighter. It should release. This is very Oh, so it's up and like out, basically. This case is really nice. For one, it has GPU support for the whole anti-sag. Now we're back after that whole thing. Yeah, it's got anti-sag GPU support, which is cool. I like these cable routing. It's just nice the way this routes. It's not just a little hole thing with the grommet. It's got actual accordion style or whatever, with cable combs as well, or whatever you want to call them. They're cable combs basically, where you can adjust, and it comes with more, so you can add some, you know, more. There's 2 here and 2 down here pre-installed, 2 up here as well. It's really nice. These are the storage bays I was talking about with Chip. You can add up to 8 SSDs or 4 spinning drives. This is another nice thing about this case. They actually guide you. So if you're newer to building PCs, they actually guide you with different ways to route cables, integrated cable straps, which is cool. Integrated fan controller, which is really nice. So you can hook up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fans, I think. And there's one also down here as well. And it'll, you know, help dampen any metal to metal vibration, which is cool. And these screws do have the little, I don't know if it's gonna be able to focus on, little thing so it can slide into the grommet. And then there's the 4 SSD, or 8, yeah, 4 SSD slash hard drive bays. Again, completely tooled. There is screws to put hard drives in, which I will do later. We're not worrying about this right now. Grill right there, or covering there. So this would basically be an intake, and then this would be exhaust. That's why there's no covering. And what's also really nice about this, so for those of you who don't know, GPU sag is actually caused mainly from this back bracket back here bending. It twists. Well, it's completely boxed in, so it adds a lot of rigidity to this, and obviously just that helps support it as well. So fun fact, in case you guys didn't know, these support 120 or this supports 120 or 140 mil fans. I am putting in 140 mil fans, but there is a bracket in here, an adapter for the 140s. Yeah, I guess we're gonna start building in it. I mean, what are we waiting for? Christmas? We need to crack a beer first. Oh no. We're gonna go ahead and mount this down into here. Now we need the processor, which is, I just want to really cover this hole. I blew it out and everything. It's obviously nice and clean. In theory, it's nice and clean. There should be no dust or anything in there. So, do this very gingerly. Actually, I don't know how I want to open it. I guess I should have opened it the other way. Here. Like that. In. Push that down. Alright. It's in. I'm not pulling on it or nothing, don't worry. That's in. That was the biggest worries because I wanted to cover that whole CPU socket. That way, I'm sure there's enough garbage has probably already gotten in it. I don't want any more garbage than what needs to be. This is not a how-to guide of building a PC because I don't do it properly, probably. Cooler right here, which I gotta wipe off again, as I said, because there is thermal paste on there that I don't want because I'm using KPX. There's KPX stuff. Kingpin cooling, KPX. They have different size tubes. I got the biggest tube. I actually have 2 of these. I didn't think one was gonna come in time. There is different ways you can thermal paste a CPU. Some people do a little P droplet, some people do a line, some people do an X. I'm gonna go with the dirtier method, and I'm gonna ice it. That way I know the whole surface is covered. Not that this is any type of big CPU, and I'm gonna get shit for it, and that's fine. You guys can thermal paste your CPU how you want to. I'm gonna thermal paste mine how I want to. This is okay to do, to paste it on there like icing it, like you're icing a cake, because it even comes with a little spatula to do said spreading. And it's not conductive, so if any of it falls down, you're fine. We're gonna put a nice, generous amount on here, easier and longer. Yeah, this is what I'm doing right here, like icing a cake, making sure everything gets nice and covered. She's locked in. She's not going nowhere. And me doing that, I just turn this little lever here, that's what locks it in. Smush that thermal paste even more. All I did was just run them out of this top, as you can see, right up through there, out the top. Very simple. Man, I'm just real happy with that. Cool. Nice. And the back plate. That sounds like a future me problem. So, 5800 XT, Ryzen 7. Basically, it's generally the equivalent to what I had, the 2700X. It has, there is something different about it, and it does have a better CPU score, benchmark wise, supposedly, but all in all, it's basically the same. 8-core, 16-thread. There is a little bit more different, but it's not like necessarily an upgrade. It's kind of a lateral move. But my stupidity got the best of me, and I didn't account for the motherboard not being able to recognize it, because I've never done a BIOS update to this board because I just haven't needed to, and I never really thought about it. So I know I'm standing over this with an open beer in my hand. Smart.
Oh my God! Oh God, no!
But got everything in, as you can tell. It's kind of, I mean, there's cables hanging out right now because I was testing stuff and whatever, trying to figure out what the issue was. So I turned it on. I actually closed it up, which was mistake number 1. 2, I should have bench tested this before I even put it in the case. See, luckily, don't build a PC like me. But put everything in, turned it on, fans kicked on, ramped up, sounded amazing, sounded like a jet. Engine taking off, honestly. It was really cool. And wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the fans and feeling the air or whatever, using my little smoke handheld fog machine. Pretty cool. But I'm like, well, let me hook up HDMI to the TV that I'm using to kind of frame myself here. So let me unplug that, plug it into here. Did that, nothing. Like, that's odd. Hook up a mouse just to see if the screen went black, whatever. I'm clicking, nothing. I'm like, oh shit. So I look in here. There is no digital readout for, you know, a specific code or anything like that. CPU red LED light is on. That's it. So it's not posting. Long story short. So the BIOS is not updated on this, is what I'm gathering. Unless the CPU is dead, which I kind of sort of doubt, but I guess it is a chance. But BIOS, I'm guessing, I know it's not up to date, and I'm guessing that the BIOS, or the motherboard, can't read this processor, even though it is obviously its name for or whatever. But this processor is from like 2025, and the original processor was from 2018. So can't recognize the processor, so I have to update the BIOS. Well, there is no BIOS flashback button, USB thing like a lot of the newer motherboards have. So I am stuck getting a older CPU that's from the generation that I had in here originally, which I did order. I just ordered a Ryzen 3 20 something 100X. Let's look. So I ordered a Ryzen 3 2300X to toss in here just to get it to post. Once I get it to post, I can then do a BIOS update, hopefully, and then toss this 5800 XT in here. So that's the update right now, guys. I'm actually at a standstill. This processor won't get here till mid. Probably, it's scheduled between like Monday and Wednesday. It is now, today is now Friday. So it has been 6 days of me dealing with this. A couple days waiting for some parts. You guys can't see the screen. Can't turn it enough. But there's no, doesn't post. Again. So virtually nothing has changed. Like I said, there's nothing on the screen. Keyboard does nothing, which is what this cable is. Does nothing. So I am at a loss. I'm gonna have to pull this cooler off again, toss this CPU in again, and hope that I can get something, I can get it to post that way and see what the hell's going on. Old CPU still doesn't post. The only thing I could think is for some random reason, I bricked the board, the motherboard. And there's no like BIOS flashback or anything because this board is too old for that. So there's no like dual BIOS or anything like that on here. As you can see, this is a big mess. Obviously, I got my Michelob Ultra sponsor. I wish.
That was fun.
But yeah, I've tried clearing CMOS, one RAM stick. I mean, it's the CPU. It's throwing a CPU error based on the LED. It's a CPU issue. So the only thing I think of is I bricked the board, and there's no BIOS to let it post, and it's just throwing CPU error. It's the only thing I think. I don't know. Never ran into this problem. So the only other thing that I haven't swapped out is the motherboard. GPU should be good, or else it'd be throwing a GPU code. So yeah, we're just gonna try and put a new motherboard in. So we'll see how that goes. Again, sorry this is such a shit hole of a video, and Larry, I'm sorry you have to edit this.
This is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently.
All right, so make a long story short, I'm going to a Best Buy, right?
Yeah.
And the guy goes, "Can I help you get some?" I'm like, "Yeah, I need this motherboard." I said, "As long as it's AM4." He goes, "AM4? Isn't that the old stuff?" I'm like, "It's a long story."
Hey, fuck you, bud.
It's
fuck you, bud.
It's a long story.
Don't you fucking worry.
He starts laughing. I said, "Oh boy." I said, "Make a very long story short, buddy bought a new CPU, bought a new case, then he tore his CPU in half when he was trying to transfer it, and yada yada yada, this and that. Then he had to buy a new CPU to update his BIOS, and he did that, and then it was working, and now it's not working, so he thinks the motherboard got bricked." He goes, "Huh. Alright." Like, I didn't give a fuck. But
you probably don't even know what you were talking about.
Nah.
This is like the worst fucking thermal paste job.
Holy fuck.
What?
Look at that thermal paste job, bud.
Well, if you would have been here when I was doing the first one, I actually like spread it out and paint in like with the spatula and stuff. But we ain't got time for that. We really don't.
No, because we got 15 minutes left on this
That,
SSD.
yeah, and we got to transfer a lot of files. I will redo this later on. I don't care as long as it somewhat cools and makes contact. I don't care. I'm probably just breathing heavy in the mic right now, but I really don't care.
You're just
Thermal
talking.
paste all over that.
You're just fucking
Just huffing and puffing, dude. This
bad
is
boy material.
This has been such a fucking headache. Like, for one, I feel bad for Larry editing this.
That's okay. Things are gonna be okay.
Oh my god.
Two, I already told the camera that I hope he cuts majority of it out.
Oh, we're recording now, GM.
Are we?
Yeah. Hopefully,
we are.
hopefully this works. Praise the Lord. What's your plan? Just make sure this works.
Make
right
sure
now?
this works. We're gonna obviously stop recording after we verify this works and it posts.
Yeah.
Still doing stuff. That's good. That's a post. I have swapped the motherboard around. Here is that back piece. Here's the old motherboard. Looks fine. There's a little bit of thermal paste in there, but I don't think that would cause anything, especially since it's already posted on this board since any of that happened. I have the new board in. It did post on the test bench, as you saw, and we're gonna see if it posts while it's in the case. When this board posted last was prior to this ARGB controller. I plugged this in, SATA, USB header right there with ARGB connectors right there. Plug it in. Board doesn't post. We're gonna flip the power switch on. Nothing. Oh God, what did I just sat on that motherboard. Oh my God, it tells you how much I'm fucking paying attention. Jesus. Oh my gosh. Okay. I expect the LEDs to be a little different on the board, because obviously it is a different board. I just want to see if it posts, which I'm watching over here. I know you guys can't really see me. I'm here. Sorry if it's windy. It is posting. I'm on the desktop. I can't really see what I'm doing because I'm looking at the TV, which I know I'm blocking, or I'm being blocked by the PC and the fans. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, this board does have ARGB on it, but for one, I don't know if it controls independently, but two, I want to test and see if this is what fried or bricked that motherboard. Again, all it is, which I explained earlier, is SATA power, ARGB controller. It's got 16 headers on it, and then USB-C to USB 2.0 header. That's all it is. Pretty straightforward. Could I probably get away with not doing this? Yes, but this is a test at this point because I want to see if this is what bricked that for whatever reason, which doesn't make too much sense to me, but I guess anything is possible, I'm guessing. So this is what we're gonna try and see what happens. We're gonna unhook the power. Oops, I don't know. All right, plug in, power on. Nothing. Nope, I lied. I spoke too soon. See if it posts. Post. I saw that. Posted. On desktop. This is hooked up no different than what this board was right here. This is hooked up, this board right here is hooked up no different than what this one was. The only difference is this is a Gigabyte board, this is an MSI board. Other than that, right now this configuration is how I hooked it up today, turned it on, and didn't post. All right, so as you can tell, I got some of them working. I'm very dumb. I don't even know if I'm in frame. I don't have my screen up because I'm using my TV as the monitor, but I'm very dumb. These are daisy chainable, these fans, with PWM and ARGB. But I didn't realize, because I didn't look close enough, because I just assumed, but you know what happens when you assume. I assumed that the pigtail for the daisy chain aspect of it had 4 wires. It doesn't. Also, we'll talk about that in a second. Only has 2 wires. I'm assuming power and ground or something, but that's it. I was connecting the wrong cable. That's why the RGB wasn't working on this. So that could have been why it wasn't working with the old board when it came to the VDG, which I know is just what outputs from the port, but basically the 3-pin PWM or whatever you want to call it to the ARGB header adapter that I had. That could be why that these weren't working. Obviously the bottom's not working because I don't have them hooked up yet. Let's see what happens, see what I can come up with. Hopefully by the time I come back, this case will be complete. Actually, I know, by the time I come back, this case will be complete. Well, it's been a full week since this project has started. It's now Saturday. This thing is now not working again. So, you saw in the last clip, I'm pretty sure, I don't even remember at this point, it was working. It was 100% working. Put it in the case, worked. Obviously after the podcast, I put it in the case, it worked. Shut it off so I could tidy up some cables because I kind of hastily threw it in there and I had to reconnect the 2 cables that went to this AMD cooler here. They go on the bottom here, so I was rerouting. And I obviously shut the computer off to do that, just so that way, because I had to pull the graphics card out to make it easier, because it has to go behind the graphics card. Did that, turned it back on after I routed everything, which was just a couple cables, nothing crazy. It was like USB cables, you know, the USB header cables, and those two, I think that was it. And now I have a DRAM light showing. It won't do anything. It won't post, no video, nothing. I've tried every single stick of the RAM that I use, and that's used for this system. Every stick, nothing. I've tried old sticks, this Trident Z, which one's in there currently. Tried these are the old RAM before I got that stuff, because I needed more. Tried this, same thing. So I'm at a loss. I literally I don't know what else to do. I've tried flashing BIOS. I don't even think it flashed anything. The little button on the back, when I put this into the BIOS USB and press the button, a red light flashed for, I don't know, probably about 8 seconds, and the thing turned on and still showing the same issue. I'm not sure what that's about. I've obviously have ran into issues updating BIOS on the other board that's laying on the ground right now. Yeah, so this is a whole different problem now. It's not showing CPU, obviously, like the old board was. Now it's showing DRAM. And I'm at a loss. So I really don't know. I wish I knew, because this is very frustrating. I've wanted to throw this computer case across the room so many times. That's where we're at. So I will see you guys next time, and hopefully the next video that isn't a podcast will be this computer, or at least this case, working.
He's forgetful sometimes, so this is what happens. You have to cut your shit. So I'm sorry, Larry. You could put this in the video too. I don't care.